are back here at Ohio University where the Junior Fuel are getting ready to take the ice again for game 2 of this series against the Athens Bobcats. The ice cut is just finishing up now, so I'm going to take you over to the ice where the Junior Fuel are getting ready to take you on to get ready for warm-ups. So here we go. We are here at the Ohio University where we're getting ready to start game 2 of this matchup between the Athens Bobcats and the Junior Fuel. The first game, great game, ended up in a tie score of 2 apiece, with the goals on the Junior Fuel coming from Taryn Hoster and Aiden Kerins on that. So well done to both of them for those goals. Goalie Alex Borgert had 20 shots on goal. Or I'm sorry, not 20 shots on goal. He faced 10 shots on goal, and the Fuel were able to get off 20 shots on goal. So well done from goalie Alex Borgert on that. This is our last away game of the regular season. We will be home for the final time next weekend, so make sure you join us at Carmel Ice Rink on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. and then again at 1 p.m. where the Junior Fuel will be taking on the Bloomington Blades. And then on Sunday, February 2nd, the Junior Fuel will be facing the Columbus Flames at 8:20 a.m. and then again at 11 a.m. So make sure you come out and check out those kids. This will be our last home game series for them this season. So please do everything you can to come out and support these players on the Junior Fuel team. They love the fact that you are here watching them. They love the fact that you guys send all this support and love to them on a weekly basis here with their games. They love the fact that we do the live feed for everyone. And to everyone who has been sharing the feeds and the films and everything, I thank you very much for the kind words, that you like the commentary and you enjoy watching the games. So thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. All right, kids are getting ready to take the ice. You can see them over there in the far corner getting ready to come on. And I also want to give a special shout out to another coach here on our staff, which I always, I forget to mention him, mostly because he's not on my sticker here. But Coach Lucas, he's our third coach over there on the bench, and he has been absolutely instrumental in the coaching staff this year as well, assisting with Coach Dych and Dietz with that. So you can see here, this is my notes that I have. I have it on a sticker on my sleeve. It's one of my rosters that I use to keep track of who is playing in this game and who is out for the day and who is not. All right, the Fuel are taking the ice for their 3-minute warm-up time. They were able to get a little bit of rest, get some food and water in them, and we're getting ready to start this second game matchup. Special thanks to my hockey moms who brought me yet another Starbucks for this second game. So I appreciate that very much. All right, while warm-ups are going on, I'm going to go ahead and let's talk about the roster for today's game. The Fishers 12U Junior Fuel starting lineup. Number 2, Tyler Hublar. Number 3, Aiden Kerins. Number 4, Owen Mason. Number 13, Noah Robbins. Number 21, Mick Webb. Number 22, Taryn Hoster. Number 24, my man Chase Poole. Number 29, Marco Preston. Number 30, in goal, the man between the pipes, Alex Borgert. Number 52, defenseman Scotty Craft. Number 59, Logan Dietz. Number 62, Matthew Nelson. Number 70, Finn Smith. Number 77, Harrison Lucas. Number 92, Keegan Merriman. And 95, Kellen Dych. Head coach, Mark Dych. Assistant coach, Chad Dietz. And again, second assistant, Lucas. Warm-ups are going on right now as the Junior Field 12U team is getting ready to take on the Athens Bobcats for the second game of this series today. The first game ended up in a tie, 2-2, where the 2 goals came from Taryn Hoster and Aiden Kerins. First game was a great game, great matchup. Good energy from this team as opposed to last night's game. So let's hope that they continue that going into this second game. All right, the players are finishing up their warm-ups now. We're getting ready to go with face-off here at center ice. Again, in any event that this feed does go down, please keep checking my Facebook Live, my Facebook profile, and I'll come back live as soon as possible. It should be back up again. We had a low connection for a moment. In for the face-off, number 3, Aiden Kerins. Up at the top, Dych, Preston. On defense, Robbins and Poole. All right, here we go. Getting ready for the face-off here. Kerins in for the face-off. Kerins loses that face-off to the Bobcats. Poole steps up and hits it up against the boards. Bobcats regroup along the far side. Poole is there to defend, tries to get it out, and works well with Dietz to get it across ice. Kerins tries to get to it, but the Bobcats go offside. Face-off coming here just to the bottom of center. Lucas in with Webb, Merriman up top and bottom. Robbins and Poole in on defense. Merriman gets the puck on the far side, but the Bobcats kick it back. Bobcats send it across ice. Poole there to challenge. Poole disrupts him on that one, and Lucas is able to take that puck over. Lucas drives down the ice on the far boards, kicks it into the Bobcat zone, takes it around the far corner. Center pass to Webb, and it's deflected by the Bobcats. Bobcats have it in the near corner. Robbins here to challenge on defense. Robbins steps up, and Webb kicks it up against the boards. Bobcats try to pass it back out, but it doesn't get very far. Lucas in on it as well. Merriman hits it stick to stick with the Bobcat, and the puck goes up in the air. Pops up on that. Poole is able to keep it in the zone, but the Bobcats pop it back out, and we've got offsides from the Fuel. Aaron, give me a thumbs up if you're able to see the feed again, please. Nelson in for the face-off with Smith and Mason up top, bottom, Hoster and Dych on defense. Nelson loses his footing on that face-off there as the Bobcats take over possession of the puck. Nelson gets into a scuffle with the player behind the net there. Shot on goal, and it's a stop and cover by Borgert. 10 minutes, 43 seconds left to go in this first period. All right, face-off coming just to the left of Borgert here. Nelson in. Nelson loses that face-off. Bobcats take it in, take a quick shot off on goal, and it's deflected off of, looks like Dych, and knocked Dych off of his feet, off of his skates. Smith has the puck, trying to get across the way there, but loses possession to the Bobcats. Nelson gets that puck back over, but Mason is offsides at the top of the blue line. Face-off coming here just to the bottom of the blue line. Referee Beard face to drop the puck. Kerins in, Preston, and Dietz up on offense with Craft and Hublar in on defense. Kerins wins the face-off, passes it back to Craft, who sends it across ice to Dietz. Dietz loses possession of the puck, but the Bobcats are able to get it back center ice. Dietz fighting for it up against the boards, tries to send it out, gets it across the blue line, takes it across center. Preston's there to pick it up, ricochets it off the boards there as it goes back behind the Bobcats net. Bobcats send it up the side ice there, but it pops out to center where they're able to take it over. Craft on defense to try and stop them with it. Preston tries to get in on it too, but isn't able to get to it. Shot on goal, and it's just wide in front of Borgert. Bobcats try and regroup to get it back into center, and Preston sends it across ice to Lucas. Lucas racing forward in the far sides, overskates the puck, but comes back to grab it. Tries to keep it in the zone and does. Sends it up against the boards, and it goes around the backside of the net over to Kerins. Kerins has the puck, shoots it to Merriman. Merriman backhands it to the goal, and it's deflected by the goalie. Bobcats take it down the ice here in the near side, and Lucas kicks it back out and tries to get him stopped on it. Goes across ice to Scotty Craft. Craft gets it, sends it across the way to Webb. Webb has it at the top of the ice, crosses the blue line on it, and Lucas is able to pick it up, takes a shot on goal. It is blocked by the goalie and dropped, so they're fighting for it again. Puck comes down the way, Bobcats send it across ice, and Robbins is there to pick it up. Robbins and Poole now in on defense. Lucas is trying to get it away from it. Poole staying back, ready to get anything that pops out from the side. Robbins sends it in deep, and Bobcats regroup behind their net. Comes around the edge there. Merriman takes a shot on goal, and it's deflected by their goalie. Puck comes out, it's going all the way down. Poole racing for it. Poole's racing for it. No icing coming because it's not going to make it. Poole takes it around the backside of the fuel net, tries to send it over to Robbins, but Bobcats step in to take it away. Poole has the puck behind the net, sends it around the sideboards to Mason. Mason has it now, tries to kick it out, kicks it over to Nelson. Nelson sends it across center ice, goes across the blue line where the Bobcats are able to take possession back. It's coming back around here, and we've got icing. 8 minutes, 3 seconds left to go here in this first period, and we are scoreless in Athens. Face-off coming just to the right of the Bobcats net. Nelson in for the face-off. Mason and Smith, top and bottom. Hoster, Dych on defense. Nelson wins the face-off, passes it back to Smith. Smith to Dych. Dych takes a shot, and it's deflected by their goalie. Bobcats kick it back again. It deflects off of Smith and then off of Dych's stick. Fighting for it right here on the near side boards. And Nelson sends it across ice to the top, over to Hoster. Hoster's chasing it down in the far corner, and Dych is able to pick up the puck behind the net. Fuel tried to get to it before the Bobcats do. Nelson gets it, sends it across ice to Mason. Mason takes it across the blue line, gets tripped up by the Bobcats. Mason sends it around the backside of the goal, and the Bobcats get it, send it around the other end on it, and Dych is fighting for it. They're racing for it, trying to get to it, but we're not going to get any icing on it, and both players overskate the puck, and Dych is able to kick it back. Dych going for it again as the Bobcats get it. Nice step up by Kerins to get that, to intercept that puck along the side in front of Borgert. Kerins passes it over to Smith. Smith chasing it down, and the Bobcats taking around the backside of their goal. Dietz steps in now to try and pick it off, and Craft is able to stop at center ice. Craft tries to send it in, but it gets deflected off the skate of the Bobcat. Two field players go in to try and stop a shot coming in from the Bobcat player, and Nelson sends it up against the boards over to Dietz. Dietz has the puck, passes it to center to Kerins. Kerins has got Preston open all the way over here, but he can't get away from the Bobcats player on the sideboards. Bobcats have possession at center ice, try to kick it into their fuel zone, but are unable to because of the skate of referee Beardface. The Fuel send it in deep into the Bobcat zone, and the Bobcats kick it back on this side. Craft here on defense, ready to challenge. Bobcats send it across ice where Hublar's going to chase it down, and we've got icing. All right, 6 minutes, 5 seconds left to go here in this first period. We are scoreless in Athens. Lucas, Webb, and Merriman in on offense. Robbins and Poole in on defense. Lucas wins that faceoff, kicks it over to Merriman. Merriman tries to get a shot off and is unable to. It gets just wide right of goal on it. Poole up against the boards there, trying to stop it. And Merriman tries to keep it in, but Poole is chasing after it too. We got a delayed penalty coming up, and it's going to be on number 24 for tripping. That's my son. Two-minute penalty on Chase Poole for tripping. So the Bobcats are going on a penalty play here for the next 2 minutes. Fuel short-handed. And for the face-off is Lucas and Merriman, Robbins and I think Hublar on defense. Fuel have the puck, get it out over to Lucas. Lucas trying to get possession of it, and it gets poked out by the Bobcat player. Scrum for it up against the boards, and it crosses over that blue line over to Dych. Dych has it. Dych tries to go in for a shot, but that puck gets taken away by the Bobcats. Lucas has it around the backside of the ice, tries to spin away from the Bobcats player, but the Bobcats come up with it. Puck coming all the way down the ice here. We're looking for icing again, and we do have it. Face-off coming just to the left of the Bobcat goalie. With 5 minutes, 14 seconds left to go in this first period, and 1:26 left to go in the power play. Number 24 Poole is in the box for tripping. Bobcats win that face-off at the Fuel Cricket to be able to take possession back. Dych does a great job trying to send it in back deep into the Bobcat zone, and the Bobcats try and send it up across the side there. Robbins on defense here, ready to challenge, but Webb is able to step in and stop it from going any further. Bobcats now have possession of the puck at center ice. Dych up there at front as well. They try to get a shot in over to the side, and it is disrupted by the Fuel. Again, Fuel trying to get a hold of that puck, and they keep losing it there off their stick. Another shot in front of Borgert, and it's deflected. 40 seconds left to go in this penalty for Poole. Robbins tries to send it across ice and then kicks it over to Smith. Smith is able to get to it. He crosses the blue line, sends it over wide to Webb. Webb isn't able to get to it, and the Bobcats take it back. Bobcats kick it over here on the side here and go in. Try to set something up, and the Fuel are ready to go. 20 seconds left to go in the penalty for Poole, and then we'll be back at full strength on it. Dych gets tripped up and is unable to go for it. Bobcats have the puck, take a shot on goal, and it's deflected by Borgert. Puck's loose on the far side. Great job by Robbins to keep it in. No icing coming, and the Bobcats regroup. Pass down the sideboards here from the Bobcats. Bobcats come around. We've got full strength on the ice again since Poole's penalty has expired. Over on the sideboards, the Bobcats are going for it. They get it at the top, try to turn around to get a shot on goal. They get a shot off, but Preston is able to step in there and not let it go anywhere. Bobcats send it around again, goes around the back of the boards behind the Fuel net, where Craft is fighting for it in the far side. Mason up top trying to get to it, and the Bobcats cycle it around, and Craft is able to pick it off. Craft has the puck, sends it up the boards again. We're going to have no icing coming for it, as Nelson is racing for it down there against the Bobcats player. He gets right in front of it and is able to get it back around. Mason to the side there. Lucas centered right in front of the net. Mason tries to shoot it over to Kerins. Kerins takes a shot on goal, and it's deflected. Another shot on goal by Kerins. It's kicked off. Another shot on goal by Mason, and it is covered. The ice is very slow. It's rough ice. It really is, and the puck is not wanting to move anywhere. By the time we got into the third period of the first game, it was just hard for the ice to go anywhere. So, all right, out on offense, we got the line of Lucas, Merriman, Webb with Craft and Hublar on defense. Craft has the puck and he sends it over to the side to Webb. Webb flicks it to the front of the net, but Lucas is not able to get to it. Bobcats take it down the center ice, kick it over in deep into the Fuel zone where Craft chases it down. Craft has it, plays it up against the boards, over to Webb. Webb back backhands it, tries to get it out of the Fuels of their zone, but isn't able to. Shot on goal, and it's deflected by Borgert. Puck is loose behind the backside of the net. Bobcats try and throw it into the front in front of Borgert, but is unable to get anywhere. And Webb is able to come up with the puck. Webb's got it. He's driving down the ice. It is a 3-on-1 right now. He kicks it over into the Bobcat zone. He's going in, tries to take a shot on goal, and it's deflected by a Bobcat skate. Lucas goes in, tries the centering pass, and it doesn't get through traffic. Puck up against the boards there. And who is that? They send it across ice here. And Craft is there to kick it out. Craft fighting for it up against the board. He's got it. Ricochets out. And Lucas and Merriman going for it. Merriman takes it into the Bobcat zone around the near corner where he's trying to get away from that Bobcat player. It comes around the side. And is that Robbins? I believe Robbins is there to pick it off. Preston in now on offense. Robbins has the puck on the far side in front of the bench. But the Bobcats are able to take it up. Craft steps up and pokes it away. They send it in, and we've got offsides by the Bobcats. 1:13 left to go here in the first period, and we are scoreless in Athens. Face-off coming just to the right of the Bobcat net with Kerins, Dietz, and Preston. Robbins and Poole in on defense. Kerins wins the face-off, sends it back to Robbins. Robbins tries to get a shot off, but it doesn't get through traffic. Dietz around the side, tries for a wraparound goal, and the puck gets poked out by Bobcats. Athens tries to clear the puck, and they do. Poole here on the side, backing up Kerins. Here goes Kerins. Kerins is going in. It's 2-on-1. He goes in for a shot, takes the shot, and then it says great save by Athens. Less than a minute left to go here in regulation, or less than a minute left to go here in the first period. 0-0. Kerins in for the face-off. Preston top, bottom, Dietz. We've got Robbins and Poole in on defense. Kerins wins that face-off, sends it back to Poole. Poole tries to get back to it, but gets tripped up on the side. Here come the Bobcats. They're going in. Great stop by Preston with keeping his stick up. Sends it around the near side boards there in the fuel zone. Kerins is trying to get it out. Comes around the far side. And there goes Dietz. Dietz knocks it into the Bobcat zone. They've got it up here on the corner. They clear it back into the center ice. Robbins tries to get to it, but Kerins is in hot pursuit. Kerins takes it around the back side of the net. We got Dietz along the side, and that's who he passes it to. Dietz sends it up, tries to get it across ice to Preston, but there's just too many Bobcats in the way. Poole fighting for it up against the boards, trying to get it out, and he gets it over to Kerins. Kerins has it, gets fought back, and Kerins is going to go into the penalty box for roughing. And that's the end of our first period. So the Fuel are going to start the first period short-handed as Kerins is going to go into the penalty box for 2 minutes for interference. Coach over there trying to state his case to referee Beardface. Don't know if it's going to go anywhere, but referee Beardface isn't going to have any of it, and he's going to still call the penalty on Kerins. Penalty box today for the Junior Fuel is Bobby Nelson. That's the second penalty so far by the Fuel. The first penalty came from number 24, Chase Poole, which, yep, that's my son. He took the first penalty for tripping. And then now at the end of the first period, Aiden Kerins is going to take a penalty for interference. We're getting ready to start the second period here. We are scoreless in Athens. The first game ended up in a tie of 2-2. So hopefully we will be able to the Fuel will be able to put a couple goals in net to change that all up. These teams are ranked number 1 and number 2 in their divisions. Athens is currently ranked at the top, and the Fuel are second. And an absolute absolutely shows. Both of these teams are very well paired up. They're playing aggressive. They're playing very well. Boo, beard face. All right, in for the face-off is Lucas with, let's see, we got Lucas and Smith and Preston and Dych in on defense. You'll lose that face-off up to the corner, and we've got offsides by the Bobcats. All right, Lucas tries to win that face-off, and he does, sends it back to Dych, and they kick it back into center ice. Bobcats send it around, no icing on that, comes around the backside, where Preston's able to pick it up. Preston goes over, sends it across ice pass, nice spinning pass over to center ice, where Smith is working to chase it down. Lucas picks off that pass from the Bobcats, tries to go in, but doesn't get very far. Preston sends it all the way around the back side of the net, and it comes back on the far side. Smith in there to stop any progression of the puck from the Bobcats, and the Bobcats send it across the way. Preston has the puck again. Preston sends it back into the Bobcat zone. No icing again. Comes around the side. It was touched. Puck comes up against the near side boards, and Preston steps up to keep it in bounds. Lucas sends it around the backside. The puck's going to hit the back of the net, and there is the Bobcats to pick it off. Around the backside, Bobcats get it on the far boards. Lucas steps up to try and get it to take away that puck and is unable to. Dych chases it around on the backside of the net, but the Bobcats are in there trying to get it away. Webb in there now trying to help pop that puck out, and it does. It pops out on the side, but the Bobcats defense are there to keep it in. Everybody's taking some falls over there on the side. We've got a player down. He's slow to get up, but he does get up for the Bobcats. Bobcats try to pass something in front of the net, and we still have 15 seconds left to go, and the penalty being served by Kerins. And we've got offsides by the Bobcats. 10 seconds left to go here for Kerins' penalty, and 10-10 left to go here in a scoreless second period. In for the face-off, we've got Nelson at center, Craft and Hublar in on defense. Oh, I'm sorry, not Nelson. Dietz and Webb in. Webb's going to take the face-off with Dietz. Bobcats win that face-off, and they kick it around into the fuel zone. They come around the side, and great play by Hublar to send it all the way across ice. We're back at full strength now. Since Kerins' penalty expired, and Kerins is back on the ice. Kerins has the puck. He goes in, tries to get a shot off. He does, and it just flex off of the skate of Webb right in front of the net. We've got a delayed penalty coming up. Hublar sends it back around over to Webb. Webb to Kerins, and we've got a penalty coming up against the Bobcats. So the Fuel are now going to go on a power play. Bobcats are called 2 minutes for hooking. 9 minutes, 37 seconds left to go. We are scoreless in the second period here in Athens, Ohio, where the Junior Fuel are taking on the Athens Bobcats. In for the face-off, Nelson with Mason and Smith up top and bottom, Hublar and Craft in on defense. Nelson tries to win that face-off, but it gets kicked around between the feet of all the players. Bobcats send it around the far side boards, and Craft is able to pick off that puck. Sends it in, tries to send it towards the front of the net, but it just goes around the backside. Mason hops in there, tries to get to it, gets knocked down in the process. Hublar steps up to keep it in and sends it in. Smith tries to backhand shot into the net, but it doesn't go anywhere. Bobcats have it on the side there, and Craft is able to keep it in right there on the blue line. Smith is caught up on Hublar is on the ground there, fighting for it, literally fighting for it. Hublar picks it back up again on the edge here, sends it over to Mason. Mason sends it, tries to receive that pass, and it goes into the Bobcat zone. Bobcats taking around the backside of the net. Merriman in now, along with Merriman, Lucas, and Webb in. Those three are great deep offensive line. Great Great shot on goal. Great save by Borgert. Yes, referee Beardface does not know how to call penalties against anybody. And now the Fuel are going to go on a penalty for something else. Tripping against Owen Mason. Ugh. 4-on-4 here now for the next minute of play. Bobcats keep it in the Fuel zone. And the puck goes flying into the air. Poole is in there, is able to knock it out from in front of Borgert. Bobcats have it at the top of the ice there. Send it around the backside corner. Poole goes after it. Poole has the puck. He's got Merriman up here, Webb up here ready to go. Sends it to Webb. Bobcats deke around Poole, and Poole's able to knock that puck out from the Bobcats player. Webb and Poole fighting for it in the far corner, trying to get it out of there. Bobcats have it, takes a shot on goal, and a great deflection by Robbins. Robbins tries to get it out, and it doesn't go very far on it. Shot on goal, and it is high. Fuel come up with it. 5 seconds left to go in the penalty for the Bobcats, and now they are on a power play as they are now 5-on-4 with the Fuel being shorthanded. Shot on goal coming from the Fuel, doesn't get very far. This ice is not the greatest today. It's very slow. The puck is not moving anywhere. Preston and Lucas trying to fight for that puck to keep it in, and it skips over into the Fuel zone where Robbins goes after it. Robbins sends it up to Smith. Smith takes it across the line, tries to pass it to Lucas, and overshoots it over to the Bobcats. Robbins kicks it back into center ice, but the Bobcats poke it into the Fuel zone. They're fighting for it up against the side there. Dietz is in there trying to kick it out. I'm sorry, that's not Dietz, that's Lucas trying to kick it out. Robbins and Smith up against the side. Shot on goal by the Bobcats is deflected off of the post. 18 seconds left to go, and the penalty being served by Mason. And then we'll be back at full strength. Preston in there ready to get that puck and is unable to. Fuel pop it up against the near side boards, and Preston sends it in. Lucas has the puck now, driving down the ice. The Bobcats kick it out. We're back at full strength. Shot on goal by Lucas, just high to the right. Comes over to this side. Preston not paying any attention and loses track of the puck. Comes back around as they're trying to regroup. Preston sends it down the boards here over to Mason, and we've got icing. Yeesh. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left to go here in the second period. We are still scoreless in Athens. The Fuel have served 3 penalties so far this game, which is not great. But I just don't think referee Beardface likes us very much. All right, and for the face-off is Kerins with Dietz and Nelson in. Shot on goal. It's deflected by Borgert. Great save by Borgert. Bobcats have to regroup, take it back to center ice. And they come after it, but they keep overskating that puck. Like I said, that puck is not moving very far. If that puck isn't on your stick, it's not going to go anywhere. Dietz tries to get a shot in front of the net, is unable to. Hoster on defense goes in, takes a shot from the top of the ice. Last time she did that, she scored. Comes around the backside from Kerins. Kerins tries to get it over in front to Nelson. Nelson isn't able to get to it. Gets it at the top of the corner. Nelson gets tripped up and is finally going to go in. Finally going to take a call by the Bobcats. 5 minutes, 28 seconds left to go. All right. Fuel are in now. Merriman with Lucas, Webb up top and bottom. Hublar, Craft in on defense. Fuel have control of that puck over on the side there. But Merriman loses the puck. Craft steps up, tries to stop him, and Merriman chases it down along deep in their zone. Bobcats have it along the edge there, trying to get it centered in front of the net, and Merriman sends it up against the boards. But Bobcats are able to step up and get to it. Lucas tries to grab it out, but it's not able to go anywhere. Bobcats have it now on the near side boards. They center pass and no one's able to get a stick on it. Merriman has it in the far corner, tries to get it out of the zone, but doesn't get a stick on the puck all the way. Merriman has the puck, he's driving it down the ice. He's got Webb in front of him, tries to drop pass over to Craft, but no one's there to pick it up. Shot on goal and it's deflected by the Fuel. Fuel have it here now at center ice, going after it. Lucas loses control of the puck, and Webb picks it up. Webb drives in on the ice there, goes in for a shot. Gets poked out by the Bobcats. Webb goes after it in the far corner. He wraps around the side there, tries to center up to Merriman, but Merriman isn't able to get to it. Shot on goal by Craft, and there's a scrum in front of the net. Lucas was pushed into their goalie by one of the players of the Bobcats. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left to go here in this second period. We are still scoreless. Fuel are still on a power play here with 46 seconds left to go in that penalty. Kerins in to take the face off. Kerins in to take the face off. Poole and Robbins in on defense. Dietz and Preston, I believe. I can't see who that is. Yes, Preston in on offense. Kerins wins that face-off, gets it over to Preston. Preston has the puck up against the side boards. Poole ready to get to it. Poole waiting for it to pop out. He's got it. He's got the puck up against the boards. Sends it in over to Kerins. Kerins drive it in down the net. Down the ice. Takes the shot on goal, and it's deflected high. Another shot on goal in front, and it's stuck in between the goalie's feet. Puck is loose out in front of the net, and the Bobcats come up with it. Bobcats taking a drive down the net. It's 2-on-1. Poole chasing after it with Robbins. Robbins going around to the other side while Poole pursues the puck. Bobcats try to get a centering pass in front of the net and aren't able to get to it. So Poole passes it up to Kerins. Kerins again drives up, sends it over to Dietz. Dietz loses control of the puck, and the Fuel are going back on defense and try and stop him. Preston steps in to kick that out, and he does. He goes in between the legs of the Bobcat skater, takes it across the blue line, sends it in deep around the backside of the Bobcat net. Preston chases it down again. Robbins on the side, shot on goal, and it ricochets off the backside of the net. Bobcats send it up again, and here come the Fuel on defense. Great job by Dych to keep it out of their hands. Bobcats have possession again. They go up to the top of the ice, take it into the zone. Hoster tries to stop him, but he's going in for a shot, and they're able to push him out around the backside of the net. Centering pass, tries to get it up to the top of the ice. They do, and it is, wow. That puck flew over the shoulder of all four Fuel players, and Borgert never had a chance. He could not see it. Borgert did not have a chance to even see that puck as it came flying at him. So much traffic in front of him, it was right over his left shoulder. With 2 minutes, 43 seconds left to go in this second period, the Bobcats have gone up 1-0 over the Junior Fuel. In for the face-off is Webb with Merriman and Lucas with Webb and Merriman up top and bottom. Craft and Hublar in on defense. Hublar has the puck, tries to clear it, but is unable to. Bobcats have it again, going in for another shot. Great deflection by Borgert. Merriman has it on the far side boards, and Craft is able to pick it up behind him. Saucer pass over to Webb. It ricochets off the boards and into the Bobcats zone, where they're going to cycle it around the backside of the net. Merriman and Lucas over to the side. Lucas picks it up, passes it over to Merriman. Merriman tries to get it over to Webb, but keeps getting tripped up by those Bobcat players. Puck is coming out. We're not going to see many more icing calls now because that puck is not moving anymore. Bobcats come off the bench and immediately take over possession of the puck, but Lucas is able to step in and take it over. He's got Webb up front ready to go. Lucas kicks it into high gear, tries to get a shot up. Merriman kicks it over the sideboards, and we've got a penalty coming up against the Bobcats. Lucas got tripped up on that drive going to the net, so the Bobcats are going into the box for 2 minutes. That's going to take us to the end of this second period, and so we will see if we can't capitalize on this one here. Kerins in for the face-off with Preston and Dietz top and bottom. Poole and Robbins in on defense. Kerins in for the face-off, wins it, passes it over to Preston. Preston over to Robbins. Robbins centers it over to Dietz. Dietz has it in front of the net. They're trying to get that puck out, and Poole steps up, tries to send it in, but it ricochets off the skate of the Bobcat player. Bobcats taking a drive into center ice, and they push him out along the far near corner. Kerins steps in to take over that puck. It's one-on-one right now. He's hustling. He's going through it. He's trying to get up there. Goes in, takes a shot on goal, and it is deflected by the goalie. Bobcats pick it up, taking around the backside of the net where Preston tries to stop it. Puck comes out again to center ice, all the way around the side. Poole has the puck now, looking to see where he's going to send it. Sends it over to Robbins. Robbins has Preston up front, so he passes up forward to Preston. Preston has it, takes it into the Bobcat zone. Forward pass over to Dietz. Goalie deflects it right into the stick of Dietz, but Dietz isn't able to get a shot off. Bobcats have the puck now at center ice where Kerins tries to bat it away. Dietz is able to disrupt that call or disrupt that flow of that drive, and the puck goes around the backside of the fuel net over to Dych. Dych sends it again up to Preston. Preston has it. He's skating down the ice on it, tries to get it passed over along the side, sends the puck over towards the net, and it doesn't get anywhere. Dietz chases it down. Hoster in on defense now. She goes in, takes a shot on goal, and it's stopped by the Bobcats. Puck comes out again. Again, we're not going to get any more icing because that puck's not going to move anywhere. Dych cycling around the backside of the fuel net. He's got Smith open on the side, and that's where he sends it. Smith has the puck. He's got Nelson up front. Sends it up to Nelson. Nelson skates around the far side corners of it. Wraparound shot to Mason. Mason takes a shot, and it gets deflected in front of the net. Nelson throws it at the goalie, and it is caught up behind the net, and that is the end of the second period. All right, the Fuel are going to have 16 seconds of the third period on power play with the advantage to try and tie this game up. Late in the second period is when the Bobcats came in and scored. It was a great shot from the top of the blue line, or the middle of the blue line for the Bobcats, and it went over the shoulders of 4 Fuel players, and Borgert just didn't have a chance to see it coming towards him. Just so you guys know, this is the last away game of the regular season for this team. Next weekend is our last home set for this season. So please come out and join us Saturday at the Carmel Ice Arena, where we will be taking on the Bloomington Blades for 2 games. The first one will start at 10:30 a.m. and the second one to follow at 1. And then on Sunday, join us at the Fuel Tank at Fishers, where we close out our regular season with 2 games against the Columbus Flames, starting at 8:20 a.m. and then again at 11 a.m. These kids would love to see you there. Let's fill the stands for this team. They have been amazing. They've worked hard, and I know they would really love your support to come and watch them. After that, we'll be heading to end of season tournaments. We'll have the President's Day tournament in South Bend, Indiana, and then another tournament for the Buckeye Championship, which is the division we're in. We'll have that after the President's Day weekend. So, start of the third period, and the puck just kind of keeps flying everywhere here. Bobcats have it in their zone, but Mason's fighting for it over on the side. Mason kicks it over to Nelson. Nelson has the puck in between his feet. It gets kicked over to Hublar. Hublar keeps it in bounds by sending it over to Nelson. The puck, again, not moving anywhere because of the condition of the ice now. Literally, the puck is just not moving anywhere. Bobcats have the puck. They go across center ice into the blue line, where it's a deflection by Borgert. Kraft has the puck, tries to send it up against the sides, not going anywhere. Sends it over to Smith or Nelson. Nelson has it with Smith beside him. Nelson drops, passes it back, but no one's there to receive it. Bobcats have it, driving down the sideboards. Kraft on defense, shot on goal, and it is deflected by the stick of Kraft. Kraft sends it to the near side corner, but it is shot back around the side. Bobcats had the puck on the near corner, tried to get a centering pass, and no one is there. Oh, Mason overskates the puck. And Hublar tries to kick it out up against the boards, and it's not going anywhere. Craft able to intercept that shot, and it comes back to center ice. Over on the side there goes to Merriman, tips off of Merriman's stick over into the stick of a Bobcat, and it is stopped and covered by Borgert. 10 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in this game. The Bobcats are leading the junior field with the score of 1-0. Last game, they ended up tied at 2 apiece. Face-off coming just to the left of Borgert, with Lucas in for the face-off. Merriman, Webb, top and bottom. Dych and Hoster in on defense. Lucas wins that face-off over to Merriman. Merriman kicks it out to the side, but the Bobcats get a shot off on goal, and it doesn't go anywhere. Hoster kicks it up along the sideboards, but the Bobcats step in and send it back into the corner. Hoster has it, sends it over to Webb. Webb isn't able to keep control of the puck. Webb's got it now, and he tries to send it across ice, gets it at least out of the zone. Webb gets it over to the side, tries to get it over to Merriman, but the Bobcats are everywhere. Bobcats kick it back out again, and it comes all the way down the side. Hoster chases that puck down. It's a rolling puck. That's always fun. Sends it up to the boards to Merriman, but Merriman isn't able to get to it. Hoster gets it out of the zone into center ice, where Lucas and Merriman are trying to get to it. Lucas drop passes back to Merriman. Merriman sends it back to Lucas. Lucas goes in for a shot, and it is deflected by the Bobcats. Merriman has it in the corner, looking to get to it again. Tries to shoot, but it doesn't go anywhere. Great stop by Hoster in the far corner to keep it into the Bobcat zone. Hoster steps up and doesn't let the Bobcats get that puck. Merriman fighting for it in the far corner. We got 9 minutes left to go in this game. Again, centering pass by Lucas, and it just gets skipped over the puck, the stick of Webb. Dych chases it around the backside of the net, where the Bobcats are in hot pursuit. Again, that puck is just not moving anywhere. Kids on both sides of the team are overskating it. Hoster is knocked down and literally stood on right in front of the net, but there's no call from referee Beardface. Dych over in the far corner fighting for it. Hoster comes up with it. Or no, I'm sorry, not Hoster. That's Kerins. Kerins has it. Sends it over to Preston. Preston tries to get it across the blue line. Tries to get a shot off and can't. Puck is literally stopped there in front of the way. Dietz has control of the puck now. Tries to get it cleared, but can't. Dych sends it across into the Bobcat zone. Bobcats chasing it down around the backside of the ice, where Preston tries to stop it. Robbins and Poole now in on defense. Kerins tries to stop it from going anywhere. Robbins has the puck, tries to send it somewhere, and it is stuck up against the wall, where Preston fights for it. Preston chasing it down, goes in, trying to get a shot on goal, and it is just high over the shoulder of the goalie. Kerins has it, goes in to take a shot on goal, and it does not get near it. Again, fight for the puck on the near side corner, and the Bobcats come up with it. Kerins fighting for that puck. He's going after it along the side, clears the blue line, drops pass back to Dietz. Dietz pops it in the air, and it is loose, and the field score! Wow! So the Fuel took a shot on goal. The goalie went down, but it looks like the goalie may be hurt. The Fuel are going to get credit for that goal, but however, the goalie is hurt at this time. It looks like he just got knocked into and maybe fell on his back. We'll see what's going on. The coaches are tending to him at this time. So what happened on that play was they came in, tried to take a shot on goal, and it got rebounded. Oh, it's the goalie's hand. The goalie's hand is injured. So they're going to send in their backup goalie now. All right, they're going to take a timeout now. while the other goalie gets warmed up for a minute. I can't tell you exactly who got credited for that goal, as it was kind of like a tussle in front of the net, but the puck did end up rolling in behind the goalie after all was said and done. All right, it looks like their goalie is tending to a hurt hand at the moment, checking nerves, checking all the different things. So hopefully get some ice on it and it'll be okay. Possibly just a sprain. Uh-oh, referee Beardface is talking to the coach over on the side. This is never a good sign when referee Beardface is talking to the coach. But Dietz does not look riled up, although he does not look very excited about this. All right, face-off coming to center ice. We're not going to lose the goal on that, so well done, Fuel. We have a tie game now with 7 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. The Bobcats had to pull their goalie due to injury, so now they've got a new goalie on the ice. In for the face-off is Nelson with Mason Smith top and bottom. Hublar and Crafton on defense. Puck isn't going anywhere. Bobcats come up with it, driving across the ice there, and Smith pokes it out. Smith tries to get it out, clear the zone, but is unable to. Tries it again and overskates that puck. Again, that puck is not moving anywhere when it stops on the ice. If it's not on your stick, it's not going anywhere. Bobcats have it, but Smith steps up and takes it away. Smith goes in for a shot, and it's deflected by their goalie. Smith fighting for it up against the near side board. 7 minutes left to go in this game. Fuel stepping up. Crafton on defense goes up for it, takes a shot on goal, doesn't get anywhere, but the Fuel are trying to get to it. Fuel gets, everybody's kind of getting tripped up there at center ice, and Hubler's there in the back to get to it. Sends it across the way to Mason. It pops up over his stick, hits the glass, and comes down where the Bobcats take it over, but Nelson steps up to keep it into the zone. Bobcats send it out, and Craft is going for it. Craft has the puck, sends it across the ice into the blue line, passes the blue line into the Bobcats zone, but the Bobcats send it back. Puck goes back in deep. It's not going to get far enough for icing, and the Bobcats take it around the backside, and Webb steps in on that. He goes in, tries to get something going, but the Bobcats take over possession of the puck. Poole and Robbins in on defense. Now Poole up against the boards there, fighting for it. Puck gets past him and goes over to Robbins. Robbins takes it around the backside of the net. 6 minutes left to go in this game. Bobcats have it up the corner. Send it around the backside of the net where Poole chases it down. He's fighting for it with the Bobcat player. It gets punched out, tries to get it to the front of the net. Poole sends it back over to Robbins. Robbins gets it, sends it up against the boards, but again, no Fuel player there to receive it. Bobcats try and take a shot on goal, and the Bobcat player in front of goal gets caught up. Poole has the puck, sends it down the boards, over to Robbins, and Robbins is able to kick it out. Merriman has it now. Merriman driving down the ice. Merriman going for it, trying not to get tripped up. But the Bobcats are just brutal on them. They are literally hitting left and right. Robbins for it in the back, in the near corner. It ricochets off the boards and comes back to center ice where the Bobcats are going to be able to get a shot off, but Borgert's able to deflect it. Dych has the puck now over on the side, sends it over to Webb. Webb kicks it over to Lucas. Webb comes over again. Lucas picks it up on the far corner, takes it in down the ice. It's one-on-one now. He goes in, and the Bobcat player literally throws it, his stick, at Webb, or at Lucas, but Lucas takes a shot on goal and it isn't able to go anywhere. Lucas sends it over to Merriman. Merriman tries a shot and the puck doesn't go anywhere. Lucas has it in the near corner, sends it back, tries to get it to Dych, but the puck's not coming out. Bobcats send it over, but unfortunately it gets deflected off two of the Bobcat skates, and the goalie comes out of the pocket to drop and cover. So that puts the face-off just to the left of the goalie. So we've got The line looks like it should be nope. Kerins, Dietz, Preston in with Craft and Hublar on defense. Kerins in for the face-off, loses that face-off, but Dietz is able to quickly step in and pick it off. Dietz fighting for it. Oh, but it comes back around the side. That means the Fuel got to come out to cycle. They come out to the edge there. Kerins has the puck, backhands it into the Bobcats zone, and the Bobcats take it back out. Bobcats cross the blue line, takes a shot on goal, and it's a save by Borgert. 4 minutes left to go. 4 minutes, 9 seconds left to go here in the third period. We are tied at 1 apiece with the Junior Fuel and the Athens Bobcats here in Athens, Ohio at Ohio University. Kerins in for the face-off. Preston, Dietz, top and bottom. Craft and Hublar, defense. Puck pops out to center ice. Bobcats send it across the ice up to the top. But Kerins is there to take it over. Bobcats got to come all the way back out again. And they do. They go in, try and get the puck in deeper into the Fuel zone, but Craft is able to step up and get to it. Craft driving down the ice, sends it in deep into the Bobcat zone, where the Bobcats are able to retrieve it around the backside of the net. But Dietz is able to get to it, comes around the side, and the Bobcats take it over. Craft sends it back into the center ice over to Kerins. Kerins takes it back into the Bobcat zone and comes around the far side corner where the Bobcats take it over. Change of legs on the ice for the Fuel with Robbins, Nelson. Coming in, Craft sends it back up against the boards into the Bobcat zone. Preston overskates the puck and the Bobcats take it back. Nelson fighting for it though. Preston in to fight, Craft in to fight. Everyone's fighting. Comes over along the far side and the Bobcats take it back. 3 minutes left to go in this game, and yes, I know I missed 3:33 in the third, but that's okay. Dych has it, takes a shot on goal, and it's just wide left. Net's wide open. Nelson goes in to take a shot, and it is stopped and covered by the Bobcats. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left to go in this game. We are tied at 1 apiece here in Athens with the Junior Fuel facing the Athens Bobcats. These teams are 1 and 2 in their division. In for the face-off is Matthew Nelson with Mason and Smith, top and bottom. Robbins and Dych on defense. Nelson wins that face-off, sends it back to Dych. Dych takes the shot on goal, and it's deflected high. Robbins steps in, sends the pass over to Nelson. Nelson has the puck, takes the shot on goal, and it's deflected by their goalie. Mason fighting for it around the backside of the net. Nelson open on the side with Smith ready to back up. Smith sends it around the backside of the net again over to Mason. Mason has it in the far corner, but the Bobcats are all over him trying to get it back. Nelson gets tripped up by the Bobcat player in the far corner. Mason still has the puck, trying to keep control of it, get it out to another Fuel player. Mason takes the fall, and the puck comes around the side. Smith hustling for it, and the Bobcats get to it. Smith tries to get up to it, tries to poke it out. Nelson there waiting for it to come out. Dych able to step up, takes a shot on goal, and it's deflected by the Bobcats goalie. 1:58 left to go in this game here. Fuel centering pass up to Smith. Smith backhand shot, and it's a stop and a cover by the Bobcats goalie. 1:51 left to go in this game. We're tied at 1 apiece with the Athens Bobcats here in Athens, Ohio. This is the last away game for this team, so hopefully we can walk away with this one with a win. The first game we did end up tying with them as well at 2 apiece, so hopefully one of these, the Fuel can walk away with a win. Lucas in for the faceoff, wins it, sends it over to Webb. Webb is able to take a shot on, or send it to Craft, and Craft takes a shot on goal, and it's stopped and covered. 1:46 left to go in the game. Faceoff coming just to the right of Bobcat goalie. Lucas in for the faceoff. Merriman, Webb, top and bottom. Craft and Dych on defense. Puck comes around the far side. Dych is there to retrieve it. Backhands it back into the Bobcat zone, and they're fighting for it up against the far boards. Lucas fighting for it as well. Lucas gets tripped up, and Merriman comes up with the puck in the far corner. Merriman looking to get it out to someone and is unable to, and the Bobcats come up with it. Bobcats driving down the ice, and Dych steps up to send it back in, but we've got offsides on the Fuel. 1:17 left to go in this game. We are tied at 1 apiece. Kerins in for the face-off with Nelson Preston. Nope. Kerins in for the face-off with Nelson, Preston, Dietz, Robbins, and timeout. We got a timeout by the Fuel. Okay. So this has been an amazing game to watch so far. These kids have fought hard, they've played hard. The first game, same energy, same enthusiasm, and they were really kind of playing on all cylinders. These teams are 1 and 2 in terms of their ranking in their division. So to see them playing this well is just really fantastic to watch. So we've got 1:17 left to go in this game. We're tied at 1 apiece. We ended our first game tied up at 2 apiece. So the Fuel really have to kick it into gear to get it in that net here. Reminder, next week, come join us at Carmel on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. where these kids are taking on the Bloomington Blades, and then again at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Sunday, we will be at the Fuel Tank at Fishers where we will be playing the Columbus Flames at 8:20 and then again at 11. That is the last home games for these teams, so please come out and support them. Timeout's over, so I'm going to send you back to the ice. Thank you very much from me to you guys for all of your support and not thinking that my commentary is, boring. We're going to try and do some player interviews after this game. If not, we will absolutely do them next week. It's kind of hard here in this arena because of where I've got to get to them, but anytime I can get a good, unobstructed view, I'm going to take it. Lucas wins the face-off, sends it back to Dych. Dych cycles around, tries to get it over to Preston, but Preston's unable to get to it. Dych has it again in the far corner, sends it back to center ice, and the Bobcats take it over, but Dietz steps in and takes over that puck. Dietz tries to drive down, but Bobcats take it over. Bobcats have it in the far corner, 50 seconds left to go. They're trying to get a shot off on goal. They shoot, and it's a deflection from Borgert. Preston has the puck, sends it around the far side over to Kerins. Kerins has the puck, tries to get a cross-ice pass over to Dietz, but is unable to. Puck bounces over the Bobcat stick, and it comes up against the side where Lucas is fighting for it. Lucas takes a hit up against the boards really hard. 30 seconds left to go in this game. The Fuel have got to get it into the Bobcat zone in order to do anything here. Here comes Kerins. Kerins tries to get to it. Dych is able to chase after it. Puck comes loose at center ice, and the Bobcats are trying to find where it went. They send it into center ice. Preston has it, sends it across the way, takes a shot on goal, and it's a stop and cover by their goalie. 13 seconds left to go, so this is the scenario here. It's a cover from the goalie here, so we're going to have face-off just to the right of the Bobcat goal. Lucas in for the face-off. Nope, Kerins in for the face-off. Kerins in for the face-off. Dietz, Lucas, Preston, Dych. They're on the ice now. 13 seconds left. Kerins wins the face-off. Sends it back to Preston. Preston tries to send it back. 5 seconds left to go in this game, guys. And we have ended this game in a tie. Wow. 2 games, 2 ties. Actually, we have tied up the entire time. You know what? I am going to try and interview referee Beardface. We will see how that goes. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to see if we can't do any post-game interviews with the kids. This was a great series to watch between these two teams. You could see just exactly how evenly paired they were in terms of skill and talent and coaching. Minimal penalties on both teams and equal skill sets on both of them as well. So with that being said, it was great to watch this game. We'll see if we can't get around for an interview with any of the kids now at this point in time, or at the very least with referee Beardface. Coaching staff as well did a fantastic job with these kids. They really played well. They played hard today. So it was really wonderful to see. Again, that's our this is our last away game of a regular season here for the Junior Fuel, as we are now going to be doing We're now going to be having our last home games next weekend. So please come join us next weekend at home at Carmel on Saturday, and then at Sunday at the fuel tank, where these kids are going to be playing their hearts out for the last bit of the season. So there's referee Beardface. Thank you, referee Beardface. Not sure that he would really appreciate it if I call him referee Beardface. So, Coach Dietz. Coach Dietz, how do you think the kids played today?
They played well. They played hard. They chased every puck, passed well. They did everything we've been asking. Used the weak side.
What do you think was the biggest challenge for them today? Was it the soft ice? I mean, that puck was not moving anywhere halfway through the second period and into the third.
It was probably the terrible scheduling from Scotty Craft first and foremost.
Probably, yeah, that happens.
Get that out of the way.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it was just we need to learn to shoot a little bit lower
and go for it. Excellent. Now these teams are both 1 and 2 in their division. So was it comforting to see? Was it encouraging to see that they were both playing at that same level of intensity and skills?
Played completely differently from the first time we played until now. I'm completely happy with how they played.
Excellent. Well, thanks a lot, Coach Dietz. Thank you very much. Woohoo! All right, guys. That's going to be it here from the ice arena here in Athens, Ohio at Ohio University, where the kids have ended up with 2 tie games today against the Athens Bobcats. So thanks for joining us this weekend. Although we couldn't walk away with a win, we ended up walking away with 3 ties this weekend, which is really uncharacteristic for this group, as we've never tied before in this season, and this weekend seemed to be the weekend for it. So thanks for joining us. Come back again next weekend. Join us in Carmel at 10:30 next Saturday morning when we take on the Bloomington Blades. Thanks for joining us, and go Fuel!